Generic greetings and welcome back once again to another chill session on PowerWash Simulator. In the previous episode we started a new mission, specifically this one that we're in now, and it's to clean the treehouse. Although treehouse is a little bit of an understatement, it's more of a tree metropolis, and you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees, I think, perhaps, that's holding this thing up. It's on multiple levels. You've got spiral staircases, you've got tyre swaying signage, a big house on the top. Yeah, it is a big job, and probably one that we will spend the next 2 or 3 episodes on. Either way, we started and managed to get this entire house pretty much done, apart from maybe the odd bit that I've missed, as well as things like this dining table and chairs, and a bit of the flooring and railing as well, just to try it out. In this episode, once again, just going to chill out and play some more PowerWash Simulator, but at a minimum, I would like, in terms of progress, to get the railings completed. So that would mean all of these railings on the outside of this upper level, and then probably go for the flooring to clean as well. I've been trying out different nozzles, and I'm still of the opinion that the 15-degree nozzle in this case works the best, because we don't have to go over as much again with the cleaning, so we don't have to do it multiple passes or take it really slowly. What I'm doing here is just cutting in and around, just to try and get some of the thick off, although you notice that we are getting a bit of overspray when we do the railings as well. The big problem with these railings is that they do have dirt on the other side, so it reminds me of when we were doing the fire station, and more specifically the tower of the fire station. That was a bit problematic because we had to use but we cleaned all the inside, which was quite intricate and also very repetitive process. Not saying repetitive is a bad thing, it was just is what it is, and it was what it was. But there was multiple levels, they're all the same, and we had to clean all that. But when we cleaned it, there was still a lot that we hadn't done because it was classed as the outside bit as well. But we got there in the end, and it was okay. So this does remind me of that. The big difference is that this is not a flat surface. It obviously is. We've got all the slats and stuff here to deal with, and we also have multiple levels as well. So, for example, as we look down there, we're not going to get a scaffolding piece on there, are we? There's no way we're going to get that there. So we're just going to have to try try everything. Try ladders, try steps. I really don't know how we're going to get on with that one, but yeah, we'll see. Fun, as always, will be in the finding out. So as I said, just cutting in and around this thing, just try and get a good start, and mainly just to get a bit of contrast going, so I know where we need to go and what we need to hit with the power washer. So you can see there's stairs here, and this is pretty much up to where we finished off last time. I was cleaning the floor, which was very satisfying, and I just noticed there's a bit there as well. So that's the upper deck. No, that is the rim joist. That is the rim joist. Right, back over to here, and we will attack it from, again, multiple sides. So you can see, even though we've attacked it from one side, we still have to clean it on the other. Now, I'm not going to be too precious on exactly where we hit it, because, quite frankly, we have the other side to clean, and we'll get, different angles there as well. So, yeah, I don't know what this railing is all set up as in, I don't know what sections are connected to what, but as I said, we'll just keep trying, working our way around. I assume this will be one section up until the corner, but I have no evidence to that. I'm just really thinking aloud on exactly where I could go. Just going to go to this side as well, because I realised that I didn't do it. Yes, there's a lot of dirt on the side of those planks. So not looking for absolute perfection, because we'll be attacking it from the other side when we get on the scaffolding as well. Obviously, the more we do now, the better, because we have a lot more room to manoeuvre when you're up here. As opposed to the scaffolding, you are limited in the angles you can use it. You've got the scaffolding itself that's in the way, and you end up just having to move it constantly. So, yeah, we'll clean what we can from up here, and we'll work our way down. It's already looking a lot better though. It didn't take as long as I expected. It does take a little bit of time, and it is quite a tedious job. But for only a couple of minutes. Yeah. Getting this done. I know there'll be calls to use the cleaner. And I would agree. If the cleaner was... I mean, we got all the money we could ever need. There's nothing we can buy with that money. Yet. Watch this space, we'll see what's added in the future. But I don't know if we need to... I think we've got limited amounts of cleaning product. I think we have. That's what it appears to be anyway. Because when you go into the... trees in the way now, so it's happening from this corner. Bit problematic. Yeah, when we go into the... here, and change it over to wood cleaner, we've got 3 litres there. But, go at the store, cleaning liquids, you can see we only have cleaning liquids attached to soap nozzles, match liquids to surfaces, materials, or to surface materials for the most effective results. Wood cleaner, out of stock. We can't buy any more. I'm going to buy all of these, because why not? And there's all the cleaner. There's nothing I can do. So, yeah. I don't want to... I mean, I always hit that with wood. How effective is it? Effective, but... no. It's probably more effective on the ground. Yeah, it's pretty good. Either way, we are going to stick with this. We'll use the wood cleaner for other things. Don't know what those are yet. The metal cleaner certainly was a nice one to use up the top when all the rust was there. It did the number on that. Apologies for the last episode as well if you notice it being perhaps not as smooth as previous episodes. I didn't realise there was a frame rate cap added or reset or something anyway. And normally I always try to run at a frame rate of 144. But it was capped at 60. It's only recorded and displayed at 60, but it still could affect the smoothness of that, so apologies if it didn't look as smooth. Hopefully everything will be back to normal now, if there was any disruption. Good overspray there on the trees behind. Get them hydrated. I was going to stop here and clean the other side. Do I do that? I think that's probably the way to go. Doing that if we can. And I'm going to come from this side because as you can see we've got bits missing there. And that's about right. Okay, let's go over here and we will grab this thing. Pick it up, drop down, and we'll start from here. Or am I? It's close. I'm going to get it, I think. That seems to be close enough. Have got the long extension on. Yep, just want to confirm. And we'll just hit it with PowerWash Simulator. So some angles I can't get, but I'm hoping, because we've done a decent amount of work already, I'm hoping that we'd be alright for this. Let's see if this connects. On both sides there. And obviously working down the bottom there, crank it goes. Working from underneath may be a problem. Well, it's not a problem. It's not something we can't clean. But I have a feeling it will be very time consuming. Still satisfying at least. Nothing else. about clean. Yep. Right. I don't know if it's intentional, but you can pick this up when you get a certain distance from it. And that distance is just about at the top part of your jump. So you can jump and then pick it up from below you and then obviously fall to the ground. Suffering no damage naturally. Because we are a mega athlete and a cleaning cyborg. I don't know if that's the case. I really have no control of the narrative on this. I keep looking at the flooring thinking, oh, I should probably clean that as well while I'm here, but there's absolutely 0 point. I mean, it gets clean, you understand, but you don't need to do it. It's more efficient to do it. And we're in the decking itself. Those bits that I've missed, but as long as we've got the main part, all that really matters. Just getting to the edge of this here. We're not overly comfortable on being this close to the edge. Not a massive fan of heights. To be honest, I don't even like being this tall, but yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to pick this ladder up. Scaffolding, there we go. But yeah. Says not too fond of heights. Often end up just... Huh? Often end up jumping off things. That's curious. So, I can't... Can I move it around? You can move it around. For some reason it goes faster with that. Huh. Anyway. We need to get up there. How am I going to get there? Because that camera's in the way. Okay. That's not very good, but it's the best I think we're going to manage. Man, oh, good grief, okay. And even with this distance, we're not too bad. We're getting the majority clean, which is what we're after. And I think that joist goes all the way along. So this 15 degrees seems just far too spread out at this range. But it's better than that. Yeah, it's still better than that. Much better. So, I think what we'll do is just accept that we're going to miss a lot. But by the time we get to this corner and we're closer in, then we can get a lot more done. We will see, hopefully, this get fully clean and get that ting. There we go, that's the one. Excellent. I'm trying to do this upper deck rim joist here. Goes along. But that's that top deck. Right, let's jump over here and start cleaning this. The process begins again. But now that we've seen what that's like, we probably don't need to be... I don't think we need to be as precise as we were, but I don't really know. It's worked for us this up until now, so it's got us this far. Obviously this is another bit that goes all the way around. I'm guessing to here. Or all this is one All this is one, is it? Yeah. So all this is classed as one section, which is sort of understandable since it's all joined up anyway. I'd expect that to be. I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna alter the angle later. You get a good sweep of like 3 sections if you're in the right place. And you think everything's clean. Oh yeah, it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And then you move a tiny bit and you go, look at all the bits that you've missed. And obviously we could wait until we get the something on the other side. We could wait until we get on the on the scaffolding on the outside, but I mean that just, you're limited in the places you can manoeuvre to, so I'd rather do it now while we're here and we can walk on this floor. We have a lot more options for manoeuvring. Less things to fall off with. Go this side. You notice I've not really done much crouching in this one so far. It's not been necessary at all. And most of this side's clean actually. No, back to a new piece. You see, I'm trying to stand in a place where we can get a decent sweep from the whole thing. I have no idea if challenge mode has this map in. If it does, I hope there's not a challenge for only use a certain amount of water, because this seems one of those ones where you could use an absolutely tremendous amount of water. I'm just going to shift this to there, just out the way. Ooh, that just seems bad. Let me just get that out the way. Yes, we can shift that as well. There we go. Right. Back to this. We've already cut in around, so we have nice contrast and exactly where we need to clean. I just noticed on this angle as well, we can clean the other side of this from here. At least part of it, at least. It's not bark on the trees getting a bit of a wash. I was going to say hopefully it doesn't mind, but we saw anthropomorphizing? Something like that. The trees thought. Doesn't have any thought particularly. So I don't have that D&D spell to commune with trees and things. Other foliage chatting spells are available. Don't know if that's true. I said this is all one section, this thing. But the more time I can spend up here rather than on that scaffold, the better. Cleaned that railing very well, did he? This side. So we're getting to the edge here, so there's only limited what I can get to. Like that. And this is just one of a couple of layers, but this is, I think, the biggest one. Well, it has to be. It has to be, surely, because it's the biggest section. So this is, I guess, the biggest bit of railing and decking that we're going to see. All the panels and slats. But we are certainly leaving the worst to last, because I don't know how I'm going to clean the other side of this, considering when you go down and you can't get the scaffolding in. We'll have to put it at a long range and just hope for the best. hopefully there will be sufficient pressure to get here. We're on a 32% clean, which is, I think, acceptable for the time we've put in. I think we've been fairly efficient in what we've done. Okay, there's that roughly sorted. Let me just go and over here. I'm going to start from there. So we'll need our scaffolding once again. Seems about right. As I've mentioned many times now, we're still a scissor lift or a cherry picker. That'll be brilliant. One of those for my PowerWasher birthday. Is there such a place? Such a thing? PowerWashing birthday? I guess so. Well, who knows, we can jump off buildings and land without any damage, so... Maybe we're not born, maybe we're grown or manufactured. We do not know. So upper decking here is getting done. Lower house wall completed. Looks like there was a section over there that I hadn't done, and then the overspray caught it. Fine with me. Fine with me. So, this section. And let's move this over. Tempted to... No, just put it down here. That's as close as we're going to get it. Actually, not too bad, that. I do say so myself. Something feels off, though. It feels like we're just missing a big chunk of this. I'm just looking at the percentage, thinking, this rate, how are we going to be able to get this done with just this? What? Mistakey? Not too sure. So now, how am I going to do that? Because I can't get a scaffold in there. So can we just clean it from down here? Let's have a look. Well, we can, and it looks like we have to, so... We don't really have much choice. I could improve my chances by... perhaps getting the little set of steps, the one step. But what we'll do, I mean, you can see upon pressing tab we are getting it fairly clean. We can go right to here as well. You know, this tree's going to be difficult. Yeah, I don't think there's any great shame there. We've done that quite well. I think by the time we've done these two pieces, we should be okay, should we? Oh, we've got the joist in as well. I'm just working along here. Getting these all done. I'm doing my best to get in there, but obviously there's some problems. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Looking at the progress we make with this, and the bit that's left, I think we'll be okay. just need to attack this side as well. Luckily we can just stay on this decking. Oh, that's brilliant. That's actually helping us out massively. And because of the percentage of this, I'm just not going to be too bothered now. Just hit it like this, because eventually it's just going to do that, and job done. So we don't need to be like overly concerned about that. Right, so for the first time since we started cleaning these bits, I'm actually going to clean from the outside in. There's not mud on that, no. Really dirty. Yeah, so we're getting the railings from this side instead of the other way. There we are. So, hopefully, potentially, we've just done the most tedious job. Is this thing here? Oh, it goes all the way along there. Ah! It's all one, is it? Yeah, fair enough. Along there. No, that's all. That one's done. Right, go up here then. That's the handrail, so I won't bother with that. Do this. Well, we'll have to do both sides. Some bits they just get a bit stubborn. There we go. When you look like that, it sort of almost blurs into one. And there has genuinely been times when I'm looking, I have to give my head a shake, thinking, oh, hang on, what is this? It's just, especially when it's all dirty as well, it sort of blurs into one, like camouflage. There we go, there's that. That should be all the outside done. And I don't know why that joist isn't done. I think it's because of the underside. Yeah. So I'm not going to worry about that, because all this underside we're going to have to use that scaffolding bit to do. So I think we should probably clean this. Yeah. Now the question is, do I want to clean it with this nozzle? And just slowly go. I think the green nozzle is where I want to be with this. And there are multiple ways to clean this off. But I think the best way is just to cut around here. Lots that's already clean anyway. And then we'll do like the main surfaces around the outside of the house. And that'll take us up to a fairly decent percent cleaned. Currently on 36%. And I would hope to be around the 38–40% once we've done all this. But it is a big job, so if it isn't, it isn't. See, when I spray a bit further forward like that, you have to slow it down. If you do the same speed, because of the way it's fanning out, you're not going to get it all done. Should really do what I usually do and cut in like that. So you've got, there's the defined area where we're now cleaning. There's probably bits under here that I haven't touched, but I'm not really too bothered. You notice this says upper deck top side, because yes, we have to do the bottom as well. And sometimes when you're looking at this, you think, oh, there's a bit that I've missed there, but it's not. It's just a knot in the wood. This being pine by the look of it, or some sort of softwood. I can't imagine it to be a hardwood like oak or something that's been stained to look like. That would be not only very uneconomical, but also a bit of a shame to ruin the wood. 30% already, so we are going to be in the sort of 40s by the time we get this done. And it's big surfaces like this, you really do see a difference to the job once it's done. Should really be following the grain there. Haven't. Just the way the panels are being placed. There we are. And all this as well. Obviously not as much surface area around here because of the nature of it. It's not as wide. And I wonder if there's any bits on the house that we've missed as well. All possible. All possible. Today's beverage is a chamomile tea. With a hint of fennel and ginger, I believe it is. Fennel and something, anyway. What we can spend our money on. We can't even buy unlimited cleaning fluids now, so... Speaking of cleaning fluids, this is the area here where I did try the cleaning fluids on the wood. And it did the job for the most part. Missing link fact. They're sometimes called Bigfoot because of their one big foot, kind of like bears. The other one is small like a cat. I found track evidence this myself. Oh, there we're on 40% now. Well, that's satisfying when you got some really big caked in mud there, and then you do that. Yeah, see this here, we've hit this with the cleaner in the past, but we're still going to have to go over the whole thing anyway. Now, admittedly, it's not as problematic as the, you know, is the stuff like this here, where we have to stay on it for a extended period of time. But still, we still have to go over it, and we still have to make sure we're not missing things like that. See, when I turn around, it may look clean. You press tab. Okay, bad example, because it is actually clean apart from over here. But there you are. Yeah, it was actually fairly okay. Oh. Seems to be a ring that goes around that tree. I think it's just classed as the decking. So it's not a problem. Here. Yeah, that's fine. 41%. There's them big footprints that I mentioned before. I was joking about Bigfoot and all that, and then sure enough, part of the map. And once we've done this, we'll have to figure out where we want to go next. At the moment, do not know. I think we'll have a little tour first. That's probably best. We have a little look around to see what we've accomplished and what is remaining. There's not much dirt left here because we've had a lot of overspray from the cleaning. Not just from up here, but also when we were cleaning from the outside. And there we go. Right. Look at that. Very nice. As far as I can tell, cleaned. Right. Well, we've got this section here. We've got this here. We've got the underside. And we've got signage. We'll leave the signage for now. How about we do the spiral staircase? I think that would be a decent one to do. Switch back over to the 15 degree though. I am not entirely convinced I know exactly. Lower house wall cleaned. Yeah. It's those bits that I've not done. Like I said, there's a lot of that going around, really. But we'll check it once we once we get to the later on part. There you go, just that overspray. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not entirely sure how to approach this other than just stand on it and start spraying, really. So it's broken into, looks to be the handrail and the steps. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do methodically go through it. Now we shouldn't need, at this stage anyway, I don't think we'll need the scaffolding, but we will eventually, just to do the outside of these. I mean, to be fair though, we could probably attack it from this side and get a lot of it done anyway, like that. Yeah, we could. But, you know, I think it's just a bit of a false economy. Let's spray down all of this, the railing first, on the top. Get the hand railing done. Handrail done, should I say. To the end there. Got a little lantern. Lantern done. This is all classed as handrail as well. A massive post to anchor this thing in. It curves around the tree. You can see we can get a lot of this handrail from here anyway, without the use of the ladders or the scaffolding. And this is all classed as steps, this bit on the outside. I don't know how you would manage to make that one, carve that from one bit of wood. Obviously it isn't. No way you'd manufacture that in one go. It would cost you a fortune if you did. Yeah, I need a 200-year-old tree. Yeah, just make it one big spiral. Oh, don't snap it, because you have to start again. Don't think there's a person that would take that on. Anyway, I was supposed to be cleaning top down, and then I sort of give up on that task very quickly. For all of these, I think the best thing to do is to clean a step, work down, yeah, and then just clean that step there. Make sure that everything up to that step is clean before moving on. Because of the curved nature of it though, it is a bit problematic. So we need to get clean up to there. Yeah, and then we go back to the step and then work on that step. Yeah, that's not sea bag. From here. Do that. Okay. Yeah, fine. The percentage isn't going up much, but that's because, as we've seen, we have the underside to do. So even though we're cleaning this step here, we've still got the underside to tackle as well. I'm also aware that if we stop here and go to this side, yeah, we've got all of these to do as well. All these bits look clean, but we haven't came at it from this angle, so we need to do that. And there you go. Right, back down to the steps. So clean up to one step, like that. Clean along in that section, and clean the step. There we go. And rinse, repeat. But we're only on maybe just over a third of clean on these steps. I'll see the bits underneath there. Yeah, we'll come back to get those in a moment. I'm just going to go from this side now, just to clean underneath on this side, just so we know we're done. There we are, and not many steps remaining. Crafts person to put this together, that's for sure. I'm going to say it's a nice place to live, but obviously it gets dirty, so cleaning it is, I assume, a nightmare. Don't know how often this process has to be undertaken, but there you are. Fine. In this section, yeah. Couple more steps before we're on the ground. And we'll have to look up and see what we can clean there. The railings and such haven't been as much of a hassle as I thought they would be. I think that's because we've experienced something like it previously, and we've taken the job on in a methodical way. We haven't like rushed through it and just like sprayed water everywhere and then have to go and hunt down for that one little section that you haven't cleaned between like a couple of layers or something. Yeah, that's, I guess I'm putting it down to that anyway. Also, we've had experience. Fire station had some high up areas, double-sided. Actually one of the first maps that we played on, one of the first missions was, in fact, was it the first mission? In fact, there was a mission in the, let's say, park. Yeah, the park was problematic. The play park with the Stego slide, that had a lot of this sort of thing going on. Also the garden, which I think was the first map that we played, that had a lot of that as well. Steps. thought that said underside for a second. I thought, no. It did say underside because I'm hitting over there. I was missing it. Still bits that we're missing here. Stand up now. But we'll be able to get most of it. We're going to need the scaffolding, but I'm trying to do everything I can while not being on the scaffold. Ah, this is why am I gaining height there? Of the tree roots, the base of the tree, rather. Giving a little bit of an extra height advantage. Come to the point now where is it diminishing returns not using the scaffold? I don't know. What I do know is we can clean from here now, and this is classed as handrail. Yeah, that's handrail. It's actually very quick to do. Should probably slow down a little bit though. Just reduce the number of passes that we have to make on it. You can see now we're getting to a point where I'm having to spend longer and longer on each of these to get the same effect. It's still working, but it's starting to get a bit spotty now, so yeah. Okay. We will clean the underside because this is going to be a constant height now because we're actually going up the stairs that we're cleaning. So this has to be the same height, which is good. Doesn't like constants. And it means we can get all this underside. And if we get this underside, because it's all classed as the stairs, we will hopefully not need to spend too much time on that scaffolding. That's classed as spiral stairs. Where have I missed? There are sections that I've missed, but I know there was definitely a section down here. Yeah. So I've gone prone. Cleaning that, cleaning that. You see, it's very close to being 100% clean. But there's just little sections that I've missed. Is that part of it? I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's a completely different section. Just bits like that. Get this, it should be done. So close, there we go. Okay. I could get the scaffolding. Seems to be alright. I'm not trying to avoid the scaffolding for any particular reason, but I'm just hoping we could get it done in one go. Yeah, we have. Right, good. That seems to be clean. And speaking of clean, we're on 49% clean. Alright, so I think we'll leave it there for this episode of PowerWash Simulator. This is going to be almost certainly a 4-parter then. This is a long job. I mean, I could do longer videos, but there's only a certain amount, really. There's only a certain amount you can really digest in one sitting before, you know, people get sick, and I can totally understand that. So, yeah, pretty happy with progress. Next episode, then. I'll have a think. We've done all the top floor, apart from the bits that I've missed, obviously. There will be bits that I've missed, I'm sure. And we've done all the decking, all the flooring, all of the railings, and the spiral staircase. What is left to do? We have, this is middle deck, which has got this workbench in the middle. I don't know why it's not right. Well, I was going to say I don't know why it's not up against there. In reality, it would be, I guess, because I don't think you really need access around the back. But for cleaning purposes in the game, I understand why it is where it is. So we've got this to do, and we've got this lower deck, and these little bits, and the tyres, and then all of the underside. That's what's going to take quite a bit, I think, because all of this will have to be most likely attempted with scaffolding. Although, cleaning it like that, it does work. But it is far from ideal, because you're just missing loads of little bits out. I'm not sold on cleaning that like that. We'll have to have a think. I mean, you can still see this one section I've still not completed. And because you're looking up, you can't... Yeah. It's not like you're in space and you can spin all the way around. You're literally snapping your neck looking up. Still isn't clean. Wow, okay. I think that settles that then. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of PowerWash Simulator. Hopefully it's been a nice, fun, relaxing, chill one for you. Next episode, we will look at most likely doing this area and maybe this, but we'll have to see how we get on. And then obviously there's the underside as well. Either way, comments in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.